Step on up, sir. Tell me your name, please.
Asia Muhammad.
All right, Mr. Muhammad. I'm Judge McKinney. I'm going to do your bond hearing today, okay? Do you understand what charges you have?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. There are 4. Just to be clear, you do have a charge of hit and run with death results, driving under suspension, failure to stop for blue lights, and failure to comply with law enforcement. Just so that you are aware, I am going to first tell you your rights. You do have a right to remain silent. I'm not going to ask you any questions. You have a right to an attorney. You also have a right to a public defender, as well as a jury trial. And any point moving forward, you have a right to have an attorney present if law enforcement wants to question you about the circumstances or the charges, okay? The solicitor's office is here, and they do wish to address the court as well as the victim's mother. So we will allow that, and then we will proceed with your bond hearing, okay? All right, Mr. Wagner.
Your Honor, this occurred last night, less than 24 hours ago. The defendant's charged with running basically ran through a road check being set up by the Highway Patrol Sheriff's Office. He attained speeds, they gave chase, he attained speeds of over 100 miles an hour for approximately a mile or two, going down Wells Highway towards 123. He tried to make the left-hand turn onto 123, and apparently lost control there, went through, and ended up going into, the whole vehicle went into the basement of the victim's house. The car landed on top of the victim by killing her. So he is charged with failure to stop for a blue light involving the death. That's a 25-year felony, among other charges that carry that kind of time. We believe, looking at his rap sheet, he's currently out on bond on other charges out of Easley. He's also, in my opinion, a flight risk based on the fact that he's already run from the police last night in this manner. I believe he's also a danger to the community due to the fact that his actions have caused the death of this lady who was innocent, sleeping in bed at 11:30 at night here in Oconee County. So for those reasons, I think you can, under 16-160, you can deny bond. We would respectfully ask that you consider that. We would like to see the bond denied. The victim's mother is here. She would like to speak. Her name for the record is Shirley Neimeyer. And I also have Kevin Brown from the Highway Patrol and Sheriff Crenshaw here that if they can speak just briefly, I'd like to be heard.
Okay, sure. Ms. Neimeyer?
My daughter, she posted a picture at 11:28 last night, just right before it happened, but she falls asleep quick. She might have fell asleep, but and we had to wait a few hours, and everybody did everything they could, but we had to wait a few hours, and I'm so thankful they got her out as soon as they did, and I pray for the defendant and his family, and he could be I think he may be a flight risk, but I pray for him and his family, and that's all.
Can I say something?
Thank you. Just a moment, sir. Sheriff Crenshaw?
Yes, ma'am. Just echoing what our solicitor said, obviously the defendant has no ties to Oconee County that we're aware of. He's from Easley, South Carolina. We would consider him a flight risk, having ran from the Highway Patrol actually on 2 occasions, last night or earlier this morning. But if the court does determine that bond hearing, certainly would ask that the defendant be ordered ankle monitoring as well. But we are in support of bond being denied due to flight risk and being a danger to our community.
Thank you. Who was the other person? I'm sorry.
Kevin Brown from the Highway Patrol.
Your Honor, we'd like to echo with the sheriff and solicitor, the severity of the charges and the senseless loss of life. We would just echo that we would like to request you deny the bond.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Mr. Muhammad, you are welcome to say something if you want to. I do want you to know that you are being recorded. I don't want you to say anything that can hurt you later on. So you're welcome to speak if you would like to, but just know those circumstances, okay?
I want to apologize to the family because what happened last night, I didn't mean it to happen. I'm just really sorry, and I apologize. And I did not want bond. I want to help because I have problems with my head. And I've been telling the office and everything to get me some help. So I understand that it was wrong and stuff. That's why I want to apologize to the family and send my condolences.
Okay. Thank you, sir. All right, we will move forward with your bond hearing. The forms that I'm going to have you sign, you will get copies of these. You also will you have your copy of your warrant, and you'll get copies of your tickets as well. I will explain to you the forms. If you don't understand anything I say, you're welcome to ask questions, okay? This is the information regarding your rights. It is a form, it's a standard form that we give everyone, okay? It goes into more details about what your rights are, and you do get a copy of that to read. Your preliminary hearing. If you would like a preliminary hearing, this is the request form, okay? A prelim is basically a probable cause hearing, okay? It is where you are requesting law enforcement and yourself to go before a judge and to prove their probable cause for your charges, okay? It's not a trial, it's not a guilt or innocence phase. It is only to prove probable cause in the charges, okay? If you want this, you have a right to it and you can have it, but you have 10 days from today's date to turn this in. You can leave it at the jail or you can mail it to this address that is on here if you wish to have that, okay? You will get that copy. This is your general sessions information. It just has basic stuff that you will need to know as far as time frames, phone numbers, things like that for general sessions, because the charges do go up to general sessions, okay? And then it has a roll call date set for you. Those are all preset based on when your bond hearing is. And for this week, those are August 9th, 9 a.m., and that is at general sessions. At the solicitor's office, you go check in, hey, I'm out on bond. Here I am, okay? So that is your roll call date. If you'll sign that one, I will give you a copy of that as well. All right, it is your obligation and it is also your right to be present at trial. If you do not attend, your trial can proceed in your absence. Failure to appear could also result in additional charges, could result in an arrest warrant and loss of any bond that is posted. If the charges against you are dismissed, you do have a right to have those charges removed from your record by petition in the court, okay? And anything as far as once you post bond or once you make bond, you do need to let the solicitor's office know your address, because everything moving forward will be mailed to you, okay? This is your checklist. It shows you what your 4 charges are right here. It shows you what court that it is going to. It also shows you what your bond is. I had not decided your bond before I came in here. I am denying your bond based on the 2 charges, the hit and run with death results and the failure to stop with death results. Those 2 charges are charges that magistrate court is allowed to deny bond.
Can I say something now?
You can say something.
When I ran into the house and went into the woods, I had no idea that anybody was dead or anything.
I understand.
And I was asking them what was going on, and they wouldn't tell me.
I understand. But those 2 charges themselves, just so you're aware, the hit and run with death results, it does carry up to 25 years. The failure to stop with death results also can carry up to 25 years, okay? The failure to comply and the driving under suspension are 30-day offenses, but they all are going up to general sessions as one group of charges, okay? I am denying it. I will... if I was going to set it, I would set it with an ankle monitor, but I'm not going to order an ankle monitor because there's not any bond. This form just goes a little further and explains to you. Number 2 just basically lets you know if you violate bond, your bond can be revoked. If you don't come to court, they can try you in your absence and they can issue a bench warrant for your arrest. 3 is about the prelim form that I explained to you, the probable cause hearing, if you want that. 4 and 5 just tells you about your right to a jury trial and your right to an attorney, and it also tells you back here how to apply for a public defender if you want to do that, okay? 7 and 8, if they dismiss the charges or you are found not guilty, as I told you before, you do have a right to have those removed from your record, okay? Initial 2 through 5 for me and sign the back, please. Do you have any questions about your bond or any of the forms that you signed?
No, I just want to apologize to the family again.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, these are your copies of everything, as well as your tickets, and good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Did you spell your name?
Aaron, EIN?